when we talking about the Adam and Eve story, right? The Adam and Eve story is completely falsified. And the reason I say that is because Judaism is a Freemasonic religion, and it is used to speak in code about astrology and genetics. For example, right, if we say the Torah, Ra, R-A, Ra is the sun deity. The monotheistic religions in totality are all about the sun. The Bible means Holy Bible. Holy means Helios, which means sun in Greek. Bible means Biblios, which means paper. Torah, which means sun. And same thing as the Quran, Ra. Now, the reason that this is important is because the Adam and Eve story is not a factual story that took place. It's a occultic story of genetics. Adam actually is speaking about atoms, and Eve is speaking about the mitochondrial Eve gene. And we know that atoms become molecules, molecules become cells, cells become organisms, organisms become organ systems, and cells become organ systems, and then organ systems become organisms. The mitochondrial Eve gene is a gene that is exclusive to Black people, specifically Black women. And the story of Eve coming from Adam's rib is speaking upon DNA, because a DNA helix looks like a twisted piece of, it looks like a rib cage when you twist it. And so when we actually deal with the origins of the Adam and Eve story, it comes from Freemasonry, and it's talking about how Black women were the first people on the planet Earth. And this is important to understand, because when we study ancient Egypt, which was constructed by my ancestors, we have to deal with matriarch or the matriarchal system of why Black or Africans or Black people allow women to be the intellectual dictators of society. And it wasn't because we were weak. It was because we understood that our women preserve not only extraterrestrial lineage in their DNA, they have a higher process of neurosis, which means their brains can produce more cells, and their brains develop at a higher capacity as in comparison to men, which allow them to think and intellectually excel at a higher capacity. This is why today, statistically speaking, and so this is because of their unique DNA helix structure.